I know I've talked about this before, but I thought it might be a good time to talk about it again. There's a lot of talk about suicide in our society right now, and about the things that bring about suicide, like depression and other forms of mental illness. But I think if we're going to ever lick those problems in our society, we're going to have to pay more attention as to what actually is mental illness. The other day, they decided to label suicide as a disease. Well, if they make it a disease, that gets people more care for it. But does it make any difference how much care they have if they don't have the right care? I don't believe that mental illness, or what we might say is illness of the mind, can ever be cured by physical means, because the mind is not physical. I think the mind is just the spiritual part of each individual. Everybody has a spiritual part and a physical part. Modern science don't feel that way. And so they try to treat mental illness as they would if they tried to treat the common cold. And I just don't think this is going to be beneficial to the individual. I don't see people getting cured of mental illness or depression. And they should be doing that. They should be getting totally cured of it. And I believe the way that they will be cured of it is to change their thoughts, to change what they believe about themselves and also about others. I believe that the spiritual self is the center of emotions, is the center of your decision-making process, and also your feelings, how you feel about things. And how you feel about things is just really, really important. If you feel that you're not worthy of having a good life, if you don't like yourself, and unfortunately there's people that do that, some people even hate themselves, that's going to come out as in the form of depression, mental illness. And the answer to all of that, of course, is love. If you know that you don't like yourself, I think you should start writing down reasons, looking for reasons why you should like yourself. You're just as worthy as anybody else, and you have every right to be here and to do your thing as anybody else does. But if you love yourself, you're going to do it a lot easier than if you don't, because people that love themselves also love others. And people that love others, they're friendly. They're easy to get along with. They get along well in this world. They don't have any depression and stuff like that. And all of this leads to the one thing, is if you know that you're an eternal being. If you're not aware that you're an eternal being, then this life don't mean a damn thing. I mean, I can understand why people commit suicide when they just feel that there's nothing left for them. There's nothing in the future. Of course, there's always in the future. You're here on this planet to learn about your spiritual self. And somehow we've lost track of that spiritual self over the years. And we've turned it into trying to money, trying to gather money or fame or power of some kind, which really doesn't mean anything. When you pass on into the spiritual world, which you will after you die, doesn't matter whether you believe in it or not, you'll still be there. You'll find out how useless these other things were. So why don't you learn about spiritual things? Now, I'm not talking about religion. Religion and spiritual things are far different. And I would like for everybody to learn about spiritual things. Emmanuel, who's a spiritual friend of mine, he said that if I could teach the people in your world that they were safe, completely safe, then that's what he would like to do. He would like to know that you are safe. You may lose your body, but you're still safe. You'll continue on just like you are. So why wouldn't you want to better yourself? Why wouldn't you want to learn more? Why wouldn't you want to understand more about life? Because you are eternal. Thank you for listening to me.